Yeah, they got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to the latest episode of Boot to the Face here on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm your host, Chris Rucker, along with my co-host, EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how you doing?
A little bit under the weather, but you know, we're still here rocking.
Under the weather? What's going on with you?
I think I'm catching a little bit of a cold. My throat's feeling a little weird, but it's not like too bad. Took some Dayquil, you know. I'm here.
Dayquil's where it's at. As far as medicine that makes me feel better, I'm always a fan of Dayquil. Like, that shit knocks out whatever I got. Anytime I feel something coming on, I go take a couple swigs of Dayquil and that shit's gone. I don't get sick much, and I think Dayquil's the reason why. It's like the perfect formula for me.
That's what I did. I don't get sick much either. I have a good immune system, you know. But like you said, when I feel a little bit of something going on, you know, take a few swigs of that and keep it moving. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Well, it's another Sunday episode. How was your weekend so far?
Been good, man. I had a conference for my fraternity in St. Louis, so I went there Friday. You know, it started on Wednesday, but of course I had to work and on Saturday. And, you know, they have like the meetings during the day on Friday, so I did that. And then like they have like a little social event on Friday night. I went back to my hotel. I'm like, all right, let me eat. Let me do on SmackDown a little bit. I'm like, but before I knew it, I opened up my eyes. It was 1 o'clock, so I missed the damn social event. I'm like, damn, man, I must be getting old.
Nah, those hotel naps hit different.
I know. And then came back yesterday, you know, for the first time in a while. I got to watch Collision live, so that was fun. Well, what about you?
Not too much went on. Yesterday was an unexpected kid-free day yesterday. So,
really?
Yeah.
What happened?
That's just schedule changes and shit like that. So,
yeah,
me and the girlfriend just kind of got drunk and hung out all day. Like, what shit to do? Got a free day, so we just.
Oh, so you got drunk at the crib, or y'all went out?
No, we stayed home. Got drunk. We went to Orange Theory yesterday morning. They call it so Orange Theory, for those of you that don't know, is like a high intensity interval training class. Like, they do weights, they do the rowing machine and the treadmill. Like, there's different blocks, and it's basically you're paying for a personal trainer, only it's like a group session. Like, but they have your workouts planned out for you. Well, they also have classes called Tread and Strength 50, which are different, where you just spend 50 minutes either on the treadmill or on the floor lifting weights. I lift weights by myself. So when I want to get cardio in, I'll go to these Tread 50 classes, and we did that yesterday. I think I did almost 3.8. I think it was like 3.88 miles in like 48 minutes, which isn't the best, but seeing as we drank a whole bottle of rum, between the two of us Friday night, and then woke up Saturday morning and went and did that. So we did that, and then went and got some coffee, sat by the river, and then we went to this little spot called Rose and Crown where they got really good brunch. Got some shrimp and grits and a breakfast taco, and then went to the liquor store and just came home and got drunk all day.
You always been a shrimp and grits guy, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said shrimp and grits. I just meant grit. It was grits with goat cheese. I always get the goat cheese or the smoked Gouda put in my grits wherever I go, if they have it.
Goat cheese. Is that better than regular cheese?
It's like this creamy. It's good for shrimp and it's good for grits. I don't know if it's good for like regular shit. It's like this creamy cheese. It's almost like a sour cream texture.
Oh, that sounds a little appetizing. Sour cream texture.
It's a little thicker than sour cream because it's cheese. It's like almost like a queso type texture, but a little thicker. Anyway, you put it in the grits if the grits are cooked well, and it's really fucking tasty.
That's what's up. Also, I didn't know you were an Orange Theory person. I thought you went to like Crunch or something like that.
I do both. I stopped doing Orange Theory for a while because it was too expensive, but I went back for Hell Week, and the studio manager was like, "Come on, man, I got deals for you. And he ended up finally talking me back into like a 2-month membership that wasn't too expensive, and it came with a $50 gift card, which is what we used yesterday at the brunch spot. So
The manager checks hit different. You got 2 gym memberships. I see you over there.
I don't have 2 gym memberships. I have a trial at one, and the other one comes with my health insurance.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's some good health insurance. They come with a gym membership. I wish mine did that.
I think a lot of people don't know. Like, if you look into your health insurance, they cover certain stuff that they don't like brag about, because they don't want you to take advantage of it because it costs them money.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look into it, like your health insurance covers more than what people think. But they just
Mm-hmm.
they don't put that on Front Street for you to see though. They like hide that shit in the fucking, what do you call it, the little writing at the bottom.
And they wonder why people go around shooting people the head of healthcare.
Don't get me wrong. Health insurance is still trash. Like, it's still awful. Like, it's still a fucking scam. But there is shit in there that you could take advantage of, and a gym membership was one of them that I found.
What Chris Rock say? They should call insurance just in case shit.
In case shit goes wrong. Yeah, it's fucked up. You put like, I don't want to get too far into it, but like my health insurance went up over $100 a month last year. Actually, $200 a month. I went from paying $300 to $500 for health insurance last year for me and my kids.
That's crazy, man.
Same plan, same company, same everything. It just went up. We didn't use it any more or less, like just the normal shit, but it went up $200 a month.
Not to get too political, but with the shutdown, people losing their health care and groceries and shit. And I thought this was the whole reason. I thought we were supposed to come down with the price of groceries, and we're supposed to be living in a utopia right now.
It's
What
funny.
happened with that?
It's funny that, like, I'm not going to pretend I know everything that's going on with the politics, because, like, my girlfriend's real big into it now, and I tell her, like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, she gets so upset about shit that's going on, and, like, she dumps it on me, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I've eliminated all the people on my social media that I don't like hearing from. I've eliminated all these, like, I've worked hard to get my algorithm back to cowboys, wrestling, and butt cheeks. That's all I want. I don't want any fucking politics in my algorithms on social media. So I kind of got my head in the sand just because the shit is so, like, infuriating, right? But it is odd that we were sold this bill of goods that, oh, when I'm president, shit's going to be better for everybody. And shit's gotten worse. And all people do is blame the Democrats. And it's like, they're not the president. The Democrats aren't. Again, I'm not going to pretend I know how all this shit works. Like, I'm sure there's politics are like statistics, right? You can bend them and blame whoever you want to blame on them and make whoever you want to look good. So I'm not going to argue with anybody about it. But we were told if this motherfucker became president, shit was going to get better. And it has got increasingly worse. Especially if you're people that look like us.
Yep. Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. And like I said, I don't want to get too into it because I got a lot of thoughts on that. Like you said, you kind of got it out of your algorithm, but it's like a balancing act for me. Like I like to stay informed, so a lot of it's still in my algorithm. But if you get too much into the weeds, you drive yourself crazy. So
yeah,
life is all about balance, right?
That's what I try to tell my girlfriend. She's just like, and it was like during the riots and stuff like that in 2020, my ex-wife, she was so like sheltered from all that kind of stuff that she didn't really like see racism and shit like that from where she was from, right? So when it all hit,
Hold up,
yeah, she's from North Georgia, right? Yeah, but just the community she grew up in and shit like that, like she didn't see that kind of shit. Everybody was everybody, right? Like people, I mean, there was a couple little things like with her, whatever. She didn't see that type of stuff that much, right? So when it hit the fan and it was coming up, she was like freaking out about it. And I'm just like, it's no different than like, this is what I fucking lived through. Like this isn't that big a deal to me. And she's like, why aren't you more upset? And I'm just like, I've seen all this shit before, you know? Yeah. And so now my girlfriend now is just like, she gets so upset, like women's rights and shit like that, which I completely agree with her on, but she gets so upset about it. And it's just like, she's like, we got to go march and we got to go do this. And I'm like, babe, I hate to have a defeatist attitude, but like none of that shit's going to change anything. Like we're going to spend our fucking weekend out marching and picketing. And then I still got to go to work on Monday. Like it's not going to change anything. So I just keep my head down, keep going to work and providing for my family. And that's all I can really do. Like I can't let this shit get me too upset.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, but it's good that you have people out there, you know, voicing their opinion, because if nobody did it, then it would go unheard. So, you know, it's all about your style. Like, you know, we know some people, you know, you're down for the cause doesn't mean you have to necessarily go out there and march. And like
right.
you said, you know, it
make your noise at the polls, as they say.
Exactly.
You know, but wouldn't be in this situation if people would have showed out for that, but they didn't. So now you reap what you sow, and here we are for the next 4 years.
Like we said, I kind of think that some of the people in rural areas and lower educated, they probably knew he couldn't do all that shit. It comes down to the fact they didn't want to vote for a black woman. It is what it is. It is.
You do have that.
It is what it is. But
she's a woman and she's black. Shit, no, I'm not voting for her. I'd rather pay more for eggs.
Exactly. But I digress. You say you were drinking rum. You was drinking rum Friday and Saturday?
No, Saturday I was drinking Crown Royal. Friday night we drank a bottle of rum. Yeah, it's a very alcoholic weekend for me.
What's that?
I said it was a very alcoholic weekend for me.
Does rum and Crown get the blood flowing, if you know what I mean?
Crown, my God. Crown gets as the old saying goes, harder than Chinese arithmetic.
So you had a nice time on Saturday.
It was a good time yesterday. We call it Sexturday when we have random Saturdays. When we have random Saturdays where we're just doing our thing.
Sexturday. I mean, is that I was saying, like, I'm trying to put like a pun tag, but you just replace the AT with an EX.
Yeah, that's what it's called. When we have a random fucking Saturday and we're by ourselves and it's like, you know, we haven't done it in a while. We haven't just fucking like enjoyed each other, and you just drink and watch movies and randomly fuck all day. This got way out of control, but like, this is not a boot to the face topic.
Hey man, we talk about it all here. But ever since 80 Proof stopped, I hadn't really got a good gauge on like what you been watching movie wise and TV show wise.
We just did Lord of the Rings marathon, the extended versions. Dog, these fucking movies are 4.5 hours long. Now, I like Lord of the Rings more than I like Harry Potter. My daughter's a big Harry Potter fan, that's why I watched that. I think Lord of the Rings is better, but I came to the conclusion that Lord of the Rings is just Game of Thrones with less titties in it.
Or the opposite. Game of Thrones is just Lord of the Rings.
Right, because Lord of the Rings came out first, yeah. But that's all it is. It's just Game of Thrones without all the fucking cussing and titties and shit. Like you got,
we all have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you got dragons, you got fucking people fighting all the time, you got kings, you got motherfuckers wanting to take over shit. It's basically Game of Thrones.
I would say we all have our nerdy stuff that we like. I like Star Wars. I like Marvel shit, but I rather watch paint dry than watch the Lord of the Rings. My dad's a big Lord of the Rings guy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it. I watched the first one and never followed up with the other two.
Yeah. I'm like I said, this weekend I've gotten a better appreciation for. I've seen them all already, but we rewatched them all again. I shouldn't say this weekend, but in the past like week and a half. And then we started the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
The
new
original
ones?
one?
No, the new ones. Oh my God. There's so much shit that gets said in those that's like you miss it, but it's so fucking funny. Like Michelangelo is fucking hilarious in the new ones.
Before I was a Power Rangers kid, I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja, big time Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. My fourth birthday party, I had Raphael at my fourth birthday party.
Oh yeah.
Ninja Turtle theme. Yeah, I think we got it on video, VHS somewhere. I have to dig that up. Maybe I'll digitize it and put it on social media. But yeah, I mean, I still am a pretty big Turtle fan. Which ones did you watch? Did you watch the no, not the CGI ones, the what do you call it?
I watched the latest one with Megan
live
Fox
action?
in it. Yeah.
The live action ones.
The
Okay,
latest one
yeah.
with Megan Fox. I think after we finish these two, I might show her the 90s ones because the 90 one, that was my shit. It's funny.
Rarely
like-
I was about to say, rarely you get the sequel that's better than the original. I think Secret of the Ooze was better than the first one, but then the third one was trash. But
the third one was trash. But the first one was like, oh shit, the Ninja Turtles are on a movie though. Like, even though Secret of the Ooze was better, like plot wise, the first one was still like, dog, the Ninja Turtles are on a movie. You know what I mean? Like, especially if like me in the age group that I came up in, Ninja Turtles were that cartoon was the shit. Like, I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bed sheets and covers and blankets and fucking my curtains were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was gonna say, it's funny, the cartoon, my favorite characters were Michelangelo and Donatello in the cartoon. In the movie, what the fuck? Happy birthday to me, I guess. You see that shit? You didn't see what happened on my screen? A bunch of balloons and shit came up just now.
I didn't see anything. I'm on Discord. Maybe it's just on the YouTube feed.
Yeah. So in the movie, my favorite is Raphael and Donatello. But then in the new movies, my favorite are Michelangelo. Raphael's always my favorite because he's got a bad attitude like I do. Like, he fucking hates Leonardo like I do. Leonardo was never I can't stand Leonardo. He was always such a fucking... He's like the Cody Rhodes of the Ninja Turtles, you know? Fucking always kissing up to Triple H. That's Master Splinter. And we got to do what Master Splinter says and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck. And I'm the leader. I'm the quarterback. Shut up.
Yeah. Excuse me. Me and my friends were Ninja Turtles back in preschool. That's one of my first memories. I was Donatello, so Donatello was always my guy. But I remember Ninja Turtles was the reason I got one of the most memorable ass whoopings ever. In the movie, I think I told this story on here before, but we were talking about it again. You know, in the movie, Raphael was like, damn. He was screaming, damn. I was in the car during Halloween, and I had like this little pumpkin where I put my candy in. I'm like, where's my damn pumpkin? My mom said, what did you say? I think I even repeated it. She reached in the back seat. We were in the car in my grandma's house, and she reached back in the back seat and whooped my ass bad. Never cursed in front of my mom again. I don't think I ever cursed in front of my mom since then.
Raphael got your ass whooped.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's fucking funny. Where's my damn pumpkin?
I'm like, what do you think? I was like 4. I was like 3 or 4. That's like I said, it's one of the first ass whoops I can remember.
That's good shit. Well, shit, EJ, we fucking bullshit long enough. Let's get into some pro wrestling. we talked. I just mentioned your boy Cody Rhodes. If you're not following us on social media, please go follow us on mainly Instagram and TikTok is where we probably post the most. We try to keep up with X, but like it's such a cesspool for bullshit that I don't really fuck with it as much anymore. But
Like, I don't know. X, whenever I do get on it, for some reason, X, it give me notifications of like just topics maybe I'm into, but accounts that I don't follow. Like there's so many troll accounts that have like a good bit of followers, and it's like tribalism counts. Like
yeah,
they got an account just to shit on AEW and vice versa. Like
right.
that's how you're spending your time? I don't get it.
They must be making money off of it.
That's so weird.
So yeah, and like we got like I think 3,000 followers or something like that on Twitter, and I'll put a tweet out and it'll show me the analytics, and it might be 37 people see my tweet, and it's like, how the fuck do we got 3,000 followers? And so like I'm just over it. Our TikTok's been doing well though. You put some really good videos up this week that have gotten a lot of attention to them. So
I cannot like get down that TikTok algorithm. Like some clips do all right and some clips go crazy. Like for some reason people been really following that Cody Rhodes. I guess Cody Rhodes is a popular topic, I guess.
because it's the truth.
I mean, Cody's supposed to be a guy and you pretty much shit on him.
I ain't shit on him. I just told the truth. You know, I saw something on Facebook the other day, and I usually I don't comment on wrestling accounts on Facebook, but I had to comment on this one. It was like, you can't blame Cody for the downturn of WWE. Like, this is somebody else's fault. And I was like, wait, you can't give Cody the credit for the boom, which is what a lot of people are doing. They're like, WWE is more popular because Cody's the guy. WWE is more popular because of the bloodline and all the other shit that was going on before Cody got there. Cody basically showed up, got in the game. They was up by 21 with a minute left. He downed the ball and then did all the fucking post-game press conferences. Like, the money was in the bag already when Cody got there. And now that he's been champion the past year and a half, they're kind of going down. Now, it's not all his fault. Ticket prices are fucking stupid for WWE. You had this in the topics, the WWE ticket price. I think Nick Khan came out, right, and said the ticket prices are, you know, they're bullish on ticket pricing or some shit. I can't remember the quote exactly. But I just want to bring up something that I posted yesterday. I looked up the John Cena last match tickets in Washington. Section 415. You know where section 400s are, EJ, usually?
Nosebleeds. Your nose gonna be leaking.
Official platinum, $979.40. Before taxes.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Section 415, row B, seat 7. And this is not resale. This is from Ticketmaster. Official platinum ticket, $979.40 before fees.
Absurd. I get it, but I don't get it because it's John Cena's last match. You know, it's a event that's never gonna happen again. But still, wrestling started as like, you know, the circus basically. This is for families to go to, and y'all are treating it like it's UFC and fighting like in boxing. It's not. It's a whole different ball game, so to speak, quote unquote. So that's just ridiculous. Like, who's gonna be able to afford that?
So I went and I looked because I thought, oh, that's an official platinum ticket. Which, by the way, what the fuck is officially platinum about sitting in the 400 section? Like, what do you get with official platinum tickets? I don't even know what that means. But I found one that wasn't officially platinum. Again, straight from Ticketmaster, not a resale. This is what WWE has these tickets listed as. Section 425. Directly in front of the ramp. Section 425, row O. So you are one row away from being the very top seat in the arena. There's only one row behind you, and you're at the top. $465.25 per ticket before fees.
Absurd.
I think it's finally, the chickens are finally coming home to roost with WWE's ticket prices because, and sadly, it sucks for John Cena because his last match, they're not even close to being sold out. And if they don't drop these tickets, they're not going to sell out. It's going to be a half-empty arena. Word is that a lot of the markets that they've been going to lately have dropped in ticket sales, like 2,000 to 4,000 seats per arena now. That's a lot. And it's not because, it's two things. One, the product isn't that good anymore. And two, the ticket prices are astronomical.
I have a few things I wanted to bring up on this. So, like you said, the ticket sales that haven't been moving like they were 2024. They were at SmackDown ASU a couple weeks ago. It was a 5,000 seat arena, and then they were at Raw, like Rio in Rio, New Mexico. They had a 6,000 seat arena. I think it's dope. It's a dope look because it's more intimate. You know, AEW had to do the same thing for different reasons, though.
Right.
But at the same time, like you said, is the ice finally breaking? People are like, I can't keep going to these events if these tickets are so expensive. I feel like AEW, I don't know what they could do on their end because their ticket prices are cheap, but they're in small arenas. But for WWE, it's a quick fix. Just put your ticket prices down. But with them having shareholders, do you think they're gonna finally budge and do that?
I think right now they're being stubborn. And like I said, that Nick Khan conference or whatever, where he's like, we're still bullish with our ticket prices. Be bullish.
What does that mean? What does the fuck that mean? What does that mean? Bullish.
It's a stock market term where like you're just fucking, you're full speed ahead, like charging as much money as you can.
So probably at these board meetings and the shareholders meeting, they're like,
Yeah.
we don't care. Just keep these prices up. We want to make our money back for this $9 billion deal or however much they sold it. I don't know, man. I think 2026 is going to be interesting.
I'm not a business person because I don't own my own business, but I feel like charging more money and getting less people there doesn't make you as much money as charging less money and getting 3 times the people there. I could be crazy, but, or maybe their thing is like, we'll start these tickets out high as fuck, right? And then when we get closer to it, we'll drop the prices and try to sell everything out, which is what we did for WrestleMania. That ticket we got for WrestleMania went down by like $300 or $400 by the time we bought it. And we bought it straight from Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like me and you're one of those people that I want to get the best ticket as early as I can, I don't want to be left out, then you'll probably spend the extra money. But I took your advice, and when our seats are pretty good. WWE's coming to Atlanta. This is just an example of the ticket stuff, right? They're coming to Atlanta February 23rd, Monday Night Raw. Tickets go on sale this week. I'm just going to scroll through the comments and read you like 5 or 6 of them, like off the top. I clicked on the State Farm Arena post. I haven't read any yet. Let's see what we get. First person, Sean Ambrose says, tickets will be, and then he's got the gif of Dr. Evil going $1 million.
That's funny.
Let's see. The next one says, I would say let's go, but you would cancel that. Oh, it's somebody that's doing whatever. Let's see. I guess that February, I guess that gives everybody time to take out a loan for the ticket. Can't wait to see how high TKO going to be charging wrestling fans for prices. With those prices, I can't take my 4 kids. Sorry. Well, looks like it's time to take out a second mortgage for nosebleed seats. People are catching on.
I know. Also, I know it's mainly because of ticket prices that you've seen these attendance go down, but you think a little bit of it is like maybe you're starting to see a little bit of the fan bases like cross over a little bit. Like I went to this AEW event. I might sit this WWE event out. Like I said, it's more so probably ticket prices, but you think a little bit of it comes from maybe the market is saturated a little bit.
I also think it's we got to take into account WWE sucked lately. Like
Yeah.
booking wise, it hasn't been nearly as good as it was the previous couple years. Like, how many times have we come on here after a PLE and been like, that was a waste of fucking time? Could you imagine paying $1,000 going to see 5 matches and nothing fucking happens? Like, it's really just all a fucking money grab.
And I wanted to bring up another thing. You were talking about the Cody thing earlier. I was watching this YouTube video that was basically talking about, why, the product has been a little bit down this year. And the guy made some good points, but he was like trying to put most of the blame on TKO. I think TKO is to blame a lot of it, but he trying to kind of let Triple H off the hook. How could you give Triple H all the praise and then I know it's not all him, but if he's getting all the praise, he got to get some of this blame too.
That's the thing, right? Like, we talk, Cody likes to say he's the quarterback. Triple H is really the quarterback of WWE. Because when the Cowboys win, everybody's like, oh, well, Dak didn't play the best. Like, the defense helped him out, or he's got really good receivers, this, that, and the third. But when they lose, it's like, man, we need a better quarterback. Like, Dak ain't shit. He can go out there, put up 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in a win and never get the credit. And he could go out and put up 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in a loss, and they'll blame it on him because he threw 1 interception while the defense gives up 45 points.
They won't talk about how Dak is top 10 all-time NFL QBR rating, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but what about the playoffs?
I mean,
which, like we talked about stats, no quarterback has ever won more than 2 games in the playoffs where their team gives up 30 plus points. And every loss that Dak has had, besides I think maybe 1 in the playoffs, the defense gave up 30 points or more. But anyway, I digress. But that's what Triple H is. Only he's doing the inverse. He's getting all the credit for the wins and none of the ridicule for the losses. So when booking sucks, everybody else is getting blamed except for Triple H, which makes no sense to me. Right now, WWE's booking is awful. Like, I'm really not feeling it. There's a couple things I like that's going on, but for the most part, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
But to play devil's advocate a little bit, and I like to see things from both sides of things. This time of year is always a little weird. After SummerSlam, going into the Rumble, things are kind of simmering. So
What the fuck?
Maybe it's gonna pick back up. My video's gone.
No, it's not your video. It's this prompt keeps popping up on Discord, and it's fucking annoying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like sometimes it's a little bit of a lull in football season. So every year though, this is happening even during events. So you don't think that's a little bit maybe why the storytelling and injuries too? No Bianca, no Naomi, no Seth.
I will say that you are dealing with a lot of injuries, but so is AEW.
True.
And their booking isn't awful right now. They're working with what they got. But if this guy's such a genius and such a student of the game, and he's Triple H, the best booker ever, like, deal with it. Injuries happen. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to give him any kind of excuses, like get out of jail free cards. John Cena's last tour has been booked awfully. And he wants to blame everybody but himself. He wants to blame The Rock. He wants to blame Cena. He wants to blame everybody but him, who we saw in that documentary. 95% of the ideas and shit were his ideas.
I still hadn't watched Unreal. I will. I got the first episode knocked out, but I got to watch the rest of it. But I know what you're saying. I didn't hate the heel turn. I just hated the face turn. Like, people shit on the heel side of things. I'm like,
right.
I actually enjoyed a lot of it.
So did
especially when he first turned. But the face turn didn't make any sense. And now I feel like he's been having better matches as the face. But I'm like, it's announced him and AJ Styles, and they just went out there. So I don't know. It's just been up and down with this whole last bit of his tour and this year in general.
John Cena's last tour has been booked like trash. And now we got this tournament coming up, this bracket. Is the bracket actually released yet? The only thing I know is happening is Jay Uso
I'm
versus Miz and LA Knight
all
versus
right.
to be determined.
So I'll run down off the top of my head. So on Raw, you have Rusev versus Damian Priest,
Okay, I
and
don't want either
then
one of them to fight John Cena. Let's
Sheamus and
when you run it down, I'm gonna tell you if I would like to see them fight John Cena or not. So I'm 0 for 2 already.
Sheamus Shinsuke on Raw.
No and no. That's 4.
Jay Miz SmackDown.
I wouldn't mind Jay. He wouldn't be
No
my
Miz?
first choice though. Miz has history with Cena, but at Cena's
I'm
last
about to
match,
say,
no.
didn't you watch
Cena's
him at
last match,
WrestleMania?
yeah, I was at that WrestleMania. It was trash. Cena's last match needs to be against somebody that he either has a lot of history with or a person that they're trying to put over as like, I beat John Cena in the last match. I don't think Miz fits. Miz fits that as far as history goes, but it's not like Batista. It's not Edge. You know? It's not Randy Orton. It's fucking The
So
Miz.
yeah, I mean, people sleep on the Miz. He's been putting in work for the
I,
past 20 years
now,
almost now.
let's be fair. We both came on here months ago and like praised The Miz for like how underrated he is with everything. But in this particular situation, Miz doesn't fit the bill. But yes, Miz is certified Hall of Famer. Like all the shit he's accomplished as long as he has from where he started. He's like the stereotypical don't give up on your dreams type guy. Fucking started out in the real world, wanted to be a pro wrestler, ends up a pro wrestler, main events WrestleMania against John Cena with The Rock in it, and marries fucking one of the hottest women alive in Maurice. Like, this guy's got a life. So, he just doesn't belong in John Cena's last match.
Miz always plays his role. He could do the comedy stuff, but I like it when they flip the switch and have him be serious out there and cut those promos because he could go with the best of them on the mic. But yeah, like you said, he's not going to be John Cena's last opponent. LA Knight versus mystery opponent. Who you think the mystery opponent is?
Gunther.
That's kind of a letdown. Don't get me wrong, love Gunther's character, but I think I heard this on Busted Open and I agree because he didn't want to say his name because if you say his name, he appears. I'd have to have Gunther as a secret. I don't think that's what I don't think. Like Gunther, he's Gunther. I don't think they would just keep that as a surprise. Like, he didn't want to say his name.
Why would Joe Hendry's not? No, I don't want Joe Hendry to be John Cena's last opponent. It'd be fun to have him in the tournament, but I don't want him to be the opponent.
So that's one. So we got basically one side of the bracket already announced. If you had to predict, what do you think is going to be the other half? Like you said, it should be somebody on the come. I think, and I thought about this, but I heard the Public Enemies. They said it too, but I was thinking it even before they said it on the show. Like there was rumors about him facing Dom, like on the way out. So why not have him beat Dom for the IC title? Have Obafemi just run through everybody in the tournament and then take it off Cena, give him the rub, take it off him in that last match.
I'm conflicted on this because, like, Baron Corbin ended Kurt Angle's career and beat him, and I was all for it. And I thought, oh, this is going to send Baron Corbin to the next stratosphere. But if we think about it, do you really get anything from beating somebody in their last match? Like retiring them?
Yeah, especially like the kids. Like the kids are like, oh shit, this Obafemi, like I'm gonna follow him now. He beat John Cena. Kids are easily influenced.
That didn't happen for Baron Corbin.
It's because I know you're a Baron Corbin guy, but Obafemi's almost like undeniable as far as like, all right, that guy's got it.
I like Obafemi, but I don't think if Obafemi beats John Cena, all of a sudden he's going to be like the next big thing. I'd almost rather have John Cena just wrestle his last match versus like Batista or somebody like that. Somebody he had a long history with, and even if fucking Triple H didn't have a heart issue, I'd put him in there. I'd rather see that than some new guy come in, destroy John Cena, and then in 6 months he's not even on fucking TV anymore. And it's wasted.
That is a possibility under Triple H, but
yeah,
I would like to see the new person. You more so going the old person. I would like to see Batista, but I think he's retired for real, for real.
Yeah.
So off the top of your head, if you had to pick the other 8, who would you put
Shit. Orton would be in there. Put Cody in there.
Orton already. Cody?
So what?
I don't like that.
Put Cody in there. You got to put Roman in there. Honestly, I think Roman should be his last. If Roman was basically given the John Cena mantle years ago, Roman should be the one to retire.
That would be, a storybook ending. Yeah, if I had to pick, 8 is a lot to pick off the top of my head. Probably put Dom in there. Maybe Ray to have them face off and one another. I'll put Mello. I'll put Trick. I'll put Oba. That's 5. I'll
Matt
throw
Cardona.
I'll probably throw Matt Cardona in there. Like you said, Gunther, because I don't think he's the mystery opponent. And then Brock, just because it would just make sense, because y'all just have Brock destroy John Cena and not follow up with that story, unless y'all going to do something at War Games.
More shitty booking. Like, what was the point of that?
If they don't circle back somewhere in this last couple months.
They literally just wasted one of John Cena's last appearances by having Brock destroy him. Like, come on, man. And this goes all back to Triple H. I know I got my conspiracy theories about Triple H. Like, him and The Rock don't like each other. So he tries to blame The Rock for everything he can and create this power struggle. I don't think he really likes John Cena either. Because Cena basically knocked Triple H off his pedestal when he came up. And Triple H had to put Cena over a lot back in the day. This could be done purposefully. The shitty... Like, how do you fumble John Cena's last year as much as they have? It has to be done on purpose.
I don't know. I never heard of him having issues with John Cena. You think, I don't know, who is Triple H's, like, as far as his pairs, like, who is his guys besides HBK and Road Dogg?
Yeah, all them niggas used to kiss his ass.
That's just it? He don't have any other friends besides those
DX.
Him and Orton are cool too, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, backstage, like you said, whatever you hear, but I know Cody's a big Triple H guy, which is weird, but whatever.
Yeah. He's a little more of a mentor to Cody. I'm talking about the guys he was in the trenches with.
He didn't like Punk. He didn't like Punk. He clearly don't fuck with Cena. Like, look how he's booking him. Like, on some real shit. Like, let's think about this. Look at what he did with Lesnar. What was the point of that?
I would think that at this point, of course, Triple H is the booker, but I feel like Cena has a lot of input. Like, he's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. You don't think
you're doing what all these other fuckers are doing. You letting Triple H off the hook, and you're putting the blame on everybody. You really think Cena came out and said, "You know what I want to waste one of my appearances on? I want Brock to suplex me 74 times, and I want to lose."
I think him and Brock go back to OVW. I just don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the next wave of Unreal episodes. Anybody else, I'd be like, all right, yeah, Triple H. But Cena, like, I feel like he would have a lot of say in this last run. Maybe not the final say, but you don't think he'd be like, I'm not doing that shit. What can they do if he refuses? Like, all right.
Yeah, he's too
bye.
Cena's got one foot out the door. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. Oh, you want me to go? Whatever. How much am I getting paid this time? Cool. And I'm right back to Hollywood. I got a Peacemaker season 3's filming next month.
I don't know. We know Cena is like very calculated on how he presents himself in the media and all of that. I feel like I guess we just will never know.
Speaking of shitty booking, Logan Paul turns on CM Punk. Turns on CM Punk, air quotes. Looks like Logan Paul is going to be the next guy to face CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Also, you have Jey Uso, who was leaning towards turning heel. When he threw his name in the hat to help Punk out, I was like, this is it. This is the night. And nope, he just comes out there, gets his ass kicked. Another fumble by Triple H. Like, you had the biggest homegrown babyface in the company that you've had all this equity built up since 2020, and you're just burying him over and over and over again. Like, almost like Triple H is mad that Jey Uso was that. Like, I had to let you win the fucking Royal Rumble and win the title at WrestleMania because you got over. And this is a WWE thing. Like, look at Zack Ryder back in the day. Look at Damien Sandow back in the day. You had all these guys get over on their own. WWE's like, nah, fuck y'all. Even Daniel Bryan, yeah, he won the title, but look at what happened to him after he won the title.
I mean, you think it's just over for Jay at this point?
Yeah.
Really?
But
You don't think he could get like a heel title run sometime 2026?
I'm over it.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're over it?
I'm over fucking thinking in my head like, oh, this is cool. This is where they're going with it. They're not doing anything with Jey Uso. He's just gonna come out, fucking yeet through the crowd, and lose. Like I'm the Jey Uso fan that's like parallel with an LA Knight fan. You know, no matter how over it gets, at the end of the day, he's not gonna win anything important. Jay won the Rumble and he won the world title. That's all he's gonna get. He's never gonna do anything else.
I'm not gonna completely give up on him, though, man.
It ain't him. I'm
think
giving
he's
up
got
on
a
the
bit-
booking.
I think he's got a good heel run left in him.
But instead of him turning heel, they had Logan Paul turn heel, who's already a heel.
Like when I was watching Raw on Monday, and he came out and he was like conflicted, and then he ran back in the ring. I'm like, man, this shit does not make sense whatsoever. And it kind of course corrected at the end, but like, it's just weird. Why do that all in one show? Like, it seems like they put that shit in AI and let it like kick that episode out, right?
Also, if you're CM Punk, you're a dumbass babyface.
What was that?
If you're CM Punk, you're a dumbass babyface.
I mean, you don't like CM Punk, maybe he is a dumb baby face.
It just goes for dumbass babyfaces in wrestling. Like, Logan Paul's been a piece of shit for 4 years now. And you think all of a sudden one night he's like, oh yeah, he's coming to help me. Let me take my attention off of him and put it on the Bronze so he can knock me out with Brett. Like, come the fuck on, man.
Hey man, I don't know, but as far as like them doing this, this rivalry, I guess so far, this feud, you think this is like the drawing like that social media crowd and Punk and Logan Paul? Like, how do you even feel about this feud?
I've been watching wrestling long enough to know that when somebody gets a title and they're going to keep the title on them for a while, they give them feuds with people that are going to get traction but aren't going to win. He's like Raw's version of Drew McIntyre. Like, it's going to be a good story. It's going to create a lot of buzz, but Logan Paul's not going to win the title. And they'll probably have two matches, which extends Punk's reign for 2 months before he moves on to somebody else. Like, to me, this is just a waste of time.
So hold up. So Punk is a made man. We talked about this before. Why not like mirror real combat sports? What if this is like something that shocked the system and he takes the title off of Punk? What do you think that would do for the landscape of the wrestling business?
It'd be fun, but would Triple H do it? No, because he's an awful booker.
Yeah, so looking into the future, I don't know when Seth is supposed to come back. Who do you think Punk will drop it to? You think Braun Breaker or returning Seth Rollins or somebody else?
I hadn't thought too much about who Punk's going to lose it to yet, but you just brought up a name, Braun Breaker, that made me find another hole in the booking as far as the vision goes. For weeks now, we've been hearing about Braun Breaker wants to be the champion, and he's the anointed one of the vision. The two guys in the vision are Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. What exactly has Braun Breaker done besides like spearing people after matches and turning on Seth? What has he done to get a resume that says, I'm going to be the next world champion in the past couple months? Because I can tell you what the other guy's done. The other guy beat Roman Reigns in a one-on-one match. Something that only two other people have done in the past like 5 years. Bronson Reed beat and pinned Roman Reigns in a one-on-one match and put his ass out of action again. Why is he not wanting to be the world champion?
Maybe we just have to wait. Long-term storytelling, right? You don't think there's going to be some friction between two of them in the future?
Then I hear what you're saying, but then why is he beating Roman Reigns? If he's just going to beat Roman Reigns and be Braun Breaker's little bitch.
I mean,
This man beat Roman Reigns.
You don't feel like they're on equal footing right now, though?
No, I don't. I feel like Bronson Reed is his lackey. I feel like Braun's like doing what he wants, and Bronson's like, yeah, what he said. Meanwhile, this man just beat Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't have Braun Breaker beat Roman Reigns instead. Maybe this is like, all right, this is the pinnacle of where we have you, Bronson Reed. You beat Roman, but you're not gonna get a title. Like Braun Breaker's our it guy, but we gave you we threw you a little bit of a carrot, so just chill.
That's dumb. That's dumb fucking booking.
Man, I'm just trying to make this dumb shit make sense, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't know what to tell you.
Am I crazy though? Like, this dude beat Roman Reigns, and now he's just running around behind Braun Breaker like, yeah, you should be world champion. I'm gonna help you. Like, no, nigga, I beat Roman Reigns. I'm the guy in line now. I beat the tribal chief. I'm the tribal thief. I got the Shula follower. I got the wise man. Why the fuck am I following this guy around? Because he can run 23 miles an hour? Well, what to do? You ever beat Roman Reigns?
They are kind of minimizing beating Roman Reigns, but I feel like they're doing a terrible job of pivoting off of Seth's injury. I think Seth's injury just kind of threw everything off, but you're the king of booking. Fix that shit.
Exactly.
Shit give me a headache.
I'm done with I'm done with WWE. Let's move on. Let's move to AEW. Let's go across the street. Rumors are right now that AEW is gonna have a new championship called the AEW National Title.
I mean, it ain't rumors. It's on and popping, full gear, battle royal.
Is this gonna be the same like red championship that NWA has?
Nah, people would just kind of like bookmark that. They haven't revealed what the championship looks like yet.
What was the point of unifying the Continental Classic title and what was the other one?
The International.
What was the point of unifying those? You're just gonna make another belt.
So when I tuned into Dynamite late, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Maybe working out. I don't know why I got back late. But when it turned on TV, I saw somebody in a chat or a Facebook or something like new title. So I thought they were bullshit. I'm like, what are they talking about? And then later on, he was like, new championship at. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we just unified the belts. Like, why do you need another fucking belt, Tony Khan? Like, he's got some type of exception with belts. But then I thought about it. I'm like, whatever, man. I mean, both companies have way too many titles, but even with this title, they still have less titles in WWE main roster, which is crazy to think about. Because like basically just undoing what they did with like you said, they unified it. Now they're basically just undoing it with this national championship. So even though they do have a lot of belts, that part doesn't bother me. But like, why? Like, what's the purpose? I like belts to have a reason. Like, what's the reason that we're doing this belt? Because, the unified belt that gets defended in the Continental Classic, the TNT, that's basically a TV title. So this national title is supposed to be a traveling title. It's supposed to be going to New Japan. It's supposed to be going to ROH. So if it's for that purpose, I guess it doesn't bother me that much. But we saw what happened with the International Championship. When it was the All Atlantic, it was supposed to be the traveling title going over and then they just say, fuck it. They just forgot about that. So that's my fear with this title is not going to be what its purpose is supposed to be. But yeah, both companies have way too many damn titles, man. I'm over it.
Yeah. Speaking of titles,
but I'm gonna say Shelton and the Herc Syndicate was out messing up the name of the title off the rip. You like to see Bobby or I think Shelton would it be nice person to be the inaugural champion, like him or Bobby? More so Shelton. Who you think should be the first champion?
I know Bobby's penciled in as being basically a world champion pretty soon, but I wouldn't mind Shelton winning the world title. So give this one, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah, let him run through this fucking tournament and destroy everybody. And he'd be a good inaugural world national champion.
Yeah.
He already goes around and fights other, like I saw him at WrestleCade last year, which I'll be going to again this year. So he already goes around fighting people like that. So let him take a fucking AEW title with him.
Either him or Ricochet should probably get it. Like you said, Bobby probably should go for the world. So it is what it is. We tuned in at Full Gear.
Speaking of championships, the tag title tournament had a big time development this week with Mercedes Moné and Athena losing on Wednesday.
I called it. I was like, at first I was like, they'll probably be in the finals. But then I thought about it. I'm like, I could see them clash because they're two big names. I could see it clashing, even though it didn't turn out like it did. It was like a Chris Statlander interference, but that was a big win for Harley. They call the Babes of Wrath now, Harley and Willow. I thought it was a really good fucking match too. What were your thoughts on that?
I was shocked. I didn't think Harley and Willow had a fucking chance in hell to win that match. Even with the interference, I was like, there's no way. But lo and behold, I mean, that's a good way to get Mercedes out of it. And if you listen to Statlander's backstage interview on Collision, the story made sense, which, you know, you should pay more attention, Triple H. The story made sense as to why she interfered. So I dug it towards the end, but yeah, it was definitely a shocker.
With that being said, I know we're not predicting now, but I think I'm leaning into 15 belt Monet at Full Gear.
Oh, definitely.
But I might change my mind once we actually do the predictions. But yeah, I don't know what the brackets are. I don't think we got to the Rio and Tony one yet. Rio and Windsor and Tony.
Windsor.
And Marina. And the way they had like the little squash match with Ty J, I don't know if they're going to beat Shafir.
So
Megan Rain.
There's some news regarding the Ty J thing. I don't know if you've seen this or not. I think I sent you a screenshot of it. But the former Tegan Knox, Nixon Newell, and her partner, also girlfriend, Alizé, they were scheduled to fight Ty J on Collision and were told that they were going to lose and it was only going to be 3 minutes, and they were not happy with it and walked out. And so that's why the other two ladies replaced them. This was reported by PWI and by Fightful with Sean Ross Sapp. So it's clearly true. I was a big Tegan Knox fan when she was in NXT, but I feel this is not the move.
So is that grand opening, grand closing? You think that's it for her?
They were never. Word is they weren't signed with AEW. They were just kind of working, trying to get a contract. But you don't walk out an hour before TV goes live because. And the word is, it's not they were mad that they were going to lose. They were mad they were only going to get 3 minutes and get squashed.
You just gotta do what you gotta do, scrape and scrap. Because with this new women's division, you'll probably get another shot to be in the mix. Like, yeah, that's not a good look, even if it's a 3 minute squash match. I don't know, that makes me feel some type of way because I like Tegan Knox, and this would have been her second chance, and probably just blew it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then you got to look at it too. Like, other promoters are gonna see that. Like, if you're getting a shot on national TV and you're walking out because you don't like the way I'm going to book you, like, what am I going to do when I promote you to be on my show and all these people come and when you get there, you're like, that doesn't work for me, brother. You know what I mean? Like, then I can't book you now because I don't trust you.
And you're new because you seen like some of these girls, like, I think when Anna Jay first started, she was losing like that. I know Julia was when she was the cheerleader. So you gotta, work your way up. It's the business, and you just got released from WWE. This is your chance to, at least, like you said, be on national TV. I hope this isn't true, but like you said, it probably is where the sources came from. That's not a good look, man.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll bring Dakota in. Where's she at?
I don't know. Who knows?
But they had for some reason I threw ROH on. They have your girl, what's her name? Isla Dawn. They have her with the fighting guys from England. Grit Your Teeth.
Oh, the young veterans or whatever.
Yeah. GYV.
Grizzly young veterans.
Yeah, Grizzly Young. Yeah. So that'd be interesting.
Oh, you got Isla Dawn's on ROH. I might start tuning back into ROH. And then Red Velvet's coming back pretty soon.
Yeah, I might go. I need to go back and watch because they had a bunch of good matches on that show. Like I threw it on for like 2 seconds just to see what's going on. I'll do that one from time to time. I gotta go back and watch that episode. So yeah, ROH, and then you got your forever champion there. So like I said, I was thinking because like there was rumors that they may be on True TV, but I don't think that's happening. Like why not have that as a Max exclusive leading into Dynamite? Because that's when they record it. Like why not have that?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Get more eyes on it.
Yeah.
Get more eyes on it.
I don't know if maybe they want to edit ROH stuff or they don't want to put the production time into it. Like they can go afterwards and film all the backstage stuff because it's earlier in the day. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that'd be good to have the 1 hour lead in the Dynamite be on Max. Like, what does Max care if there's more live programming?
Yeah, I think that'd be perfect, and I'll pay more attention to it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you get to see it too. Like, I don't want to pay a paywall to see ROH.
Yeah, you gotta watch it by other means, and sometimes you forget to do that.
Yeah, sometimes it's not working when you need it to work, and you just move on by it.
Exactly.
Blood and Guts is this week, EJ. The women have the Babyface team has the advantage because, oh no, I'm sorry, the heel team has the advantage because Jamie Hayter tied it up by beating Sky Blue on Collision, and then Tekla beat Harley Cameron. So the heel team will have the one-woman advantage, and the Babyface team of the men's division will have the one-man advantage because Darby Allin grabbed John Moxley's leg and got him counted out at the end. I'm not gonna lie.
Like that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know the rules for Blood and Guts. I don't think I've ever actually watched a Blood and Guts match. Like I've just seen the results.
Nah, man, I've been on this show for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in January, and we've covered Blood and Guts, and
We've covered it. I don't think I've watched it.
oh shit! So you just been faking the funk. You like got in the details on like what happened on the past 2 ones we've done.
Yeah, I've watched like the last couple minutes. I've never sat down and watched the Blood and Guts match from like beginning to end. I'll just get to the end of it and see who wins.
Well, we talked about a couple weeks ago, like what's our excitement level for Blood and Guts and War Games, and you say neither. But I don't know. It's like they have done a terrible job at building both of these up, but I feel like AEW kind of stuck the landing with these qualifying matches, and I'm pretty excited for it. But as far as the rules go, it's the original War Games rules.
Okay.
So it's only way you win: surrender, or tap out,
Got it. But the match doesn't officially start till everybody's in there.
Mm-hmm. Just original War Games rules.
Maybe that's why I fast forwarded, because it's so fucking long to actually, like, it's 45 minutes of fighting. It doesn't fucking matter.
So you fast forward through War Games too?
Yeah.
You watch it live though. Maybe you don't watch Blood and Guts live.
I know for a fact the War Games that Sammy turned on KO and joined the Bloodline, I didn't watch that live. I got to the end and saw that fucking they won. I was like, I wonder how they won, and I just hit the rewind button on it a couple times and then got surprised that way. But I don't watch the whole fucking, or when Punk was in there with them, I didn't watch that whole thing. I fast forward until everybody's in the ring. And the first 30 minutes is a waste of time.
Not to go too far off track. We about like 3 weeks away from Survivor Series. Hadn't heard a word about War Games. Like, what's going on with that?
Jonathan Taylor just made one of the most incredible runs you will ever see.
Really? What's the score at?
Colts just took the lead 22-17. There's an Emmitt Smith run where Emmitt Smith, I think he's playing the Falcons too. This is crazy. There's a run with Emmitt Smith where he runs up. It's one of his highlights. He runs into a gang of people. He gets hit. He gets knocked backwards. He bounces on the edge, and then he outruns everybody, including Deion Sanders, for like 60-yard touchdown. Jonathan Taylor just did the same exact thing. He ran up in the hole, got popped, bounced it outside, got to the sideline, and got like a 70-yard touchdown.
That's hella dope. Man, I didn't know he had the wheels like that.
Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was like more of a bruiser.
No, he's pretty fast.
That's dope.
It was a crazy run.
But yeah, have you heard anything on the War Games front?
No, I haven't. They're too busy.
We're 3 weeks out.
Yeah. Yeah, this is TKO. This is Triple H. This is what they do now. You're just supposed to buy your ticket and show up because we're WWE. Like, pay these high prices. I don't have to announce a match. Survivor Series. What are you talking about? You don't need a match card. You got WWE coming.
Nasty work. But on the blood and guts side of things, I think usually the people who get the advantage usually lose. But I think for the men, it's a red herring. I still think the babyface is going to win. If my fantasy booking turns out how I think it is, they've been kind of like throwing Easter eggs with like John Moxley attacking the ref so he won't tap out. For some reason, I got a feeling he's going to be the one that surrenders. You don't feel that way?
I mean, he just tapped out to Hangman and gave up to fucking Darby. So, like, is this his new character now? He just gives up all the time?
Yeah, and that's where Pac had a pretty good promo on Collision yesterday. That's Pac like, you motherfucker, you making us look bad. Kicked his ass out. And now Pac is the leader of the Death Riders. Then Revolution or what's the other one? Double or Nothing. John Moxley finally takes a break, and one of those pay-per-views, you just hear a Wild Thing blasting in the speakers.
I feel like we've been talking about John Moxley taking a break for like 3 years now.
This motherfucker won't quit. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's supposed to go. When he supposed to go on there? They're supposed to go on their honeymoon like 3 years ago. That shit still ain't happened yet.
Yeah, because he's supposed to go when CM Punk beat up the Bucks and Omega backstage, and he had to be the champion, and that was what 2022, and he still hadn't taken a break. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think babyfaces win. It makes more sense for the heel woman to win, though, right?
It depends on if Mercedes is gonna beat Statlander, and if the Sky Blue and Julie are gonna win the tag titles also. Like, you got to give the babyface women some kind of win, right?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, man. That Megan Bain is man. This is good though that you don't know, because I think it's gonna be face versus heel in the finals of the tag team tournaments. So it's either gonna be Sisters of Sin versus Tony and Mina, or Willow and Harley versus Bain and Marina. But I don't know which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I think that's whoever wins Blood and Guts is gonna determine women's title matches. So if the heels win, I think Chris will win, and vice versa. I think if the baby faces win, you got Mercedes winning that title.
I think the baby faces win for the women, and I think the baby faces win for the men too. I think it's all babyface sweep at Blood and Guts.
I'm gonna go opposite. I think heel women win, babyface men win.
Well, that's all I got on AEW, unless you got anything else.
One more thing before we get to street clothes. New U.S. Women's Champion. I forgot about that.
Oh, Chelsea Green. In 1 minute, in like less than 3 minutes, she beat Julia.
We've reiterated this a few times. Like, I thought Julia was going to be the next it girl. You had Stephanie Baker. Like, what's going on with Julia now? Her losing so quickly to Chelsea like that?
I don't like to focus on like backstage stuff. I know we had some reports earlier about the former Tegan Knox and Miranda Alizé, but the word backstage is Julia pissed somebody off in the office, and that's why she got, which is so petty, right? Like, because you make somebody mad, you have to lose your title on like, fuck the fans. You pissed off, Triple H's third guy in charge.
Stupid, man. Like, and you wonder why, like, people kind of shit on you for being like a barrier and like the goons around you and shit like this happens. Like, you're validating what people have to say about you behind the scenes. I hope it's something else, but if it is, that's nasty. But Chelsea, two champion, double champion, her and Ethan. So,
Yeah.
Chelsea's always been my girl. I know you weren't big on her at first, and then she kind of grew on you.
Yeah, I like her. I'm happy
Think
for her.
you think she'll eventually maybe get a world title championship?
I wouldn't say no. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, it wouldn't surprise me. I think she's the type of heel comedy character that can stretch into being a world champion. I mean, come on, they had Carmella be the champion.
Right? Yeah, I could definitely see it happen too. Um, One more other thing, we were talking about SmackDown needing more bodies. What do you think about Lash Legend popping up?
Oh, I liked it. I like that a lot. And I like her teaming with Nia Jax.
Yeah, you think they get a tag team run real quick?
I mean, who's going to beat them?
Charlotte beats everybody.
Charlotte will cancel out either one of them, but then the other one will destroy Alexa Bliss. Lash is fine too.
Why you,
That's
what?
I don't mean Trick, relax. I'm just saying that's a good looking woman.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. Yeah, I don't see who beats them if they do win. I mean, they were kind of throwing breadcrumbs out there, so they probably will drop it, and then Charlotte go into Jade. You saw they were looking each other up and down.
Yeah, but then you got the Kabuki Warriors too that attacked Alexa and Charlotte.
I laughed at that. That was pretty funny. They showed up in the nurse's outfit.
Right, that's funny as hell.
It's fucking diabolical. Yeah, now you got a point. But maybe finally forming some bodies in the tag team division, and you could do like a round robin. Everybody just fight each other. I don't know now. Who gets the titles first, the Kabuki or Lash and Naya?
I feel like the Kabuki Warriors will lose, and it'll make Asuka and Kairi break up, and then Lash and Nia will get the titles.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Can't go wrong either way. But speaking of Lash, though, now that you mention that, I just thought about it. I guess Trick's got to be right around the corner. You know, they like to keep couples together, right?
He's got a last man standing match. Maybe it's a loser leaves NXT match now.
Yeah, he's not winning. He's not beating Ricky that fast.
Yeah. Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
Man, I was like scouring because I didn't pick one, but I'll go with the Hurt Syndicate. They all were looking clean in their suits on Wednesday when they came out and talking about the tournament. You know, they're very classy. They keep it classy.
Yeah.
They always come out in dope suits, so that's my Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
Originally, I had Candice LeRae as mine, and then Jade came out.
Oh, that's why you sent me that. I'm like, what is it? I thought it was like she botched something. That's just your Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
Yeah, she was looking good. But then Jade came out, and I put this on social media. There's certain people that look like the title was made for them specifically. Like, if you think about Mr. Perfect wearing the Intercontinental title, it looks like that title was designed to go around his waist. That's what Jade looked like with the title on SmackDown. And she's just like she's just gonna look good in anything. But I thought she looked dope in her outfit on Friday with the spikes and the big platforms, and the interview wasn't long. It got to the point. I thought she looked like a star.
Yeah, I like how it was short and sweet. Shout out to Jade. Jade is your Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
Let's get to these NFL picks and get the hell up out of here.
NFL picks. So, week 9, you killed it. You went 11-3, and I went 9-5, which brings the year total to me 88-46, and you are 78-56. So you're gaining ground going into week 10. So let's get it.
We're both about to go 0-1 this week because it looks like the Falcons are about to win.
Really? Yeah, we both picked the Colts before the game.
Yeah, they just they took the lead back and then they just sacked Daniel Jones to make it 3rd down and like 20 with a minute left.
Indiana Jones turning back into New York Jones. Damn.
Well, they are in England, so 3rd and 21, 1 minute and 27 seconds left. The Colts have no more timeouts, so they basically got to get a first down or this game's over. But yeah, let's go ahead.
So we both picked the Colts, like you said. Giants at Bears.
I'll take the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears as well. Bills at Dolphins. I got Buffalo in this one.
Holy shit. I'll take Buffalo. Daniel Jones just scrambled for 20 yards.
Really?
Now it's 4th and 1.
It's crazy. Ravens at Vikings.
I'm going to take the Ravens. I think the Ravens are about to do what they normally do, which is fall behind in the standings and then go on like an 8-game winning streak to still get in the playoffs. Jackson's back healthy. The Vikings, I think, are kind of overrated.
Yeah. Jay McCarthy, being average right now. I got Ravens as well. Browns going to New York to face the Jets. I'm taking Cleveland in this one.
I'll take the Jets.
Okay.
Wow.
Pats at Bucks. This should be a good one, but I think I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield.
I'm going to take New England.
Okay, so both got different picks on that one. Saints or the Aints at Panthers. Who you got?
I'll take Carolina. They just converted a 4th down. That was incredible, by the way, the Colts.
Damn. Maybe I'll be able to watch the end of this game.
Yeah, this shit's crazy.
How many minutes left?
It's 1 minute and 11 seconds left. They're in field goal range already, so more than likely they'll tie the game, but they're trying to get a touchdown.
I don't want to fuck up my internet by throwing on the streaming, but Jags at Texans. I think I'm going to go. Fuck, that's a tough one. I'll go with Houston.
I'm done with the Jaguars. The Jaguars and the Cowboys. Those are my people I'm done with. Until they win multiple games in a row, fuck them. So I'll take Houston.
But Jags did win last week, so if they win this week, you'll be back on the bandwagon.
Not on the bandwagon per se, but I might start picking them again.
Cards at Seahawks, the Cards that beat down our Cowboys last week, but I ain't picking them. I'm still picking the Seahawks in this one division.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks also.
This will be a good one. I'll be tuned in. Rams at 49ers.
Kyler Murray's out for the year. He's just on like a designated to return IR.
I've been doing a terrible job at keeping up with like injuries and stuff this year, so I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah, he was rumored to play against Dallas, and then this week they put him on IR. He didn't play. What was the game we're talking about?
Rams in the Bay Area to face the 49ers.
I'm going to take the Rams.
Yeah, I got the Rams as well. Lions at Commanders with, I think Jaden Daniels dislocated his arm or elbow.
Oh, that was ugly, but they said he didn't tear anything, and he might actually be back this year. But I don't know if you saw it or not. That shit was gross.
Nah, I didn't see it. I'm going to watch it after.
But also, like, he shouldn't have been in the game. They were down 20-something points with like 5 minutes left. There's no reason to have him in the game.
Even though he could be, even if he is able to return, I would still sit him out. This season is done. But I got the Lions in this one.
Yeah, I got the Lions also. Yeah, he's been hurt a lot this year.
Steelers at Chargers. Sunday Night Football.
What's the Chargers record?
6-3. Steelers 5-3.
I think I'm gonna take Pittsburgh.
Really? Give me the LA Chargers. Monday Night Football. This will be a good one. I'll be a slobber knocker, as JR would say. Eagles at Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna go with Packers on this one, just because it's in Green Bay. If it were in Philly, I would go with Philly. That one could go either way. Thursday night football, Jets at Pats.
Patriots.
The Pats.
Yeah.
Jets are shitty. We'll pick this, even though I'll count this towards next week's picks, just because it will be going on when we're doing the show. Commanders at Dolphins.
I'll take the Dolphins with Jaden Daniels out. I don't think the Commanders are the same team.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'll go Dolphins, even though both teams suck. And that's the end of our picks.
Falcons are about to get the ball back with 25 seconds left and 2 timeouts in a tie game. And with the way the kickoff goes, I think the Falcons are going to win, just because kickers are kicking 60-yard field goals now. You just need 20 yards. If you can't get 20 yards to get a field goal, like, yeah. But yeah, that's the show. Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here, EJ?
Nah, we covered a lot of things. Make sure, like you said earlier, follow us on TikTok and IG, and subscribe to YouTube. Keep supporting the show.
Yep, for EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another episode of Boot to the Face. Until next time, peace.